Two ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits are vanished, the law take advantage, the market is cracking, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. Two ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent on my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and booze. I can swim in my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of a season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game. Sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll look to throw here. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They go play action with Willis. And this is caught by Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Third down, it's Willis.
Buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. He'll look to throw.
Caught left side by Mechie.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now they'll run on the draw. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection, escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for Watkins, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Willis now off play action. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have good field position at midfield following the turnover as they start with a first down here. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They're going to look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him the 4th down.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens will take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense has done a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
The Ravens are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Willis now off of play action.
And connecting here with DJ Chark. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Play action. Willis.
And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, and a great play for that defensive unit.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. D.J. Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's D.J. Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just get rid of it. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, You've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air on first down, here's Willis.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
A first down carry for Barkley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, it's Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Looking to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play, They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Second down, here's Willis. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Willis.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
He did it again. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Brown. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Things considered a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, This time, the break goes against him.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin out in the AFC. Two teams who drafted franchise quarterbacks in 2020. The LA Chargers taking on Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Giants trying to hold on and claim victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tim Patrick, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. Willis will look to throw on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They go play action with Willis. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Play fake. Here's Willis. He'll buy some time right. Willis slides safely, and he picks up the first down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Willis. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On the draw, this is Barkley to the 43, 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw here. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. Back to throw. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Barkley inside handoff. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Packers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 1st and 10, Willis. Chark's got it, left side. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. He finds Hopkins complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Carlton Davis picks it.
Quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the interception, they'll take over with good starting field position here. Down by 2 as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have regained the lead.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now Willis on 3rd down.
He's got his tight end N.Fant. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10, it's Willis. Going right back to Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Willis now off play action.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Pass complete to his running back, Kalen Ballage. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, it's Willis.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Willis. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Willis now off of play action. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st down, Willis. That one complete. He finds Chark. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
On second down, they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
115 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Play action. Here's Willis.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Willis to try again after the pick 6.
And this is caught by Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's a give to Barkley, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the Ravens now down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here.
Here's Willis. Gets this to Fant.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Throwing, Willis. Able to connect with Chark.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Willis to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Now Willis. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Carlton Davis picks it.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And now the Packers get set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Green Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Deep for the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking nothing from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I manage. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Sticking out for the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands down here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be cold like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, you know I go, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing
Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Face on my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be.